Since rising to prominence in the world of reality TV with their hit show, Chrisley Knows Best, Todd Chrisley and his clan have become legit stars. But sadly, their every move is followed and every mistake heavily scrutinized. The past few months have been very difficult for the family, with never-ending controversies and legal woes. So without any further delay, let's dive straight into what the Chrisleys have been up to. Todd and his wife Julie have been grabbing headlines for all the wrong reasons. They were convicted of federal charges of bank fraud and tax evasion following a 3-week trial. The pair is awaiting sentencing in the 2019 case, after being found guilty of conspiring to defraud community banks out of more than $30 million of fraudulent loans to fund their lavish lifestyle and extravagant spending. They were also found guilty of tax eviction, while Julie was found guilty of wire fraud and obstruction of justice. They, along with their accountant, were also convicted of conspiring to defraud the IRS. The accountant was also found guilty of filing 2 false corporate tax returns on behalf of the Chrisleys company. But the scandals simply don't end there. Todd's former business partner, Mark Braddock, testified in the Chrisleys' ongoing federal fraud trial, revealing the reality star cheated on his wife with him for about a year in the early 2000s. Mark also claimed they paid $38,000 to a blackmailer to keep their affair secret. Todd's attorney slammed back at Mark, saying he was obsessed with the TV personality and wanted to be with him. Although Todd and Julie have filed an appeal for a new trial on the grounds that a witness had lied during their spring trial, there's a general belief that the pair will be locked up behind bars for at least a few years. According to court documents, the husband and wife sentencing date was pushed back from October 6 to November 21, and they're currently under house arrest. Addressing their complicated situation with fans, in a new episode of their family podcast, Chrisley Confessions, Todd said he was still holding out faith for a miracle, and although it is a sad and heartbreaking time for his family, he was staying strong in his belief. The Chrisleys' court case has not only affected their professional careers, but completely shaken their personal lives as well. Julie confessed she and her husband noticed a shift in some of their friendships after being found guilty of bank fraud and tax evasion. This is a telling time for us as a family, of people who have reached out and of people who haven't reached out, the family matriarch said on the couple's podcast. The conviction of Todd and Julie certainly shocked their loyal fans, but they were also in for another surprise, albeit of a good kind. The Chrisley family enjoyed a much-awaited reconciliation with their estranged daughter Lindsie. So what prompted the much-awaited father-daughter reconciliation? Well, according to Lindsie, it was her divorce from her former husband, Will Campbell, with whom she had an on and off relationship until they got divorced in October 2021. The 33-year-old revealed her estrangement from her family only grew after she and Will became romantically involved. During an episode of Todd and Julie's podcast, Chrisley Confessions, the husband and wife sat down with Lindsie and their other daughter, Savannah, to reflect on the publicized family feud that led to their oldest daughter's estrangement from their family. Lindsie said that she would have listened to her family more if given a chance to do things over. However, Todd added the estrangement had to happen, explaining, "You and I don't believe, would be where we are today without the estrangement." Despite previously stating that she would never reconcile with her famous father, Lindsie publicly stood by him after his conviction. "I will also go on record today and say that I love my parents, I love my siblings, I love my grandmother," she said on her Coffee Convos podcast in June. "And what is the future of our relationship at this point? I'm currently not going to discuss any more than that, other than the fact that I love them and I stand with them. And I will continue to stand with them through the good, the bad, and the ugly." There's certainly more to celebrate when it comes to Lindsie's personal life. The mother of one has found love again with her new beau, Thomas Mullera, who's a 33-year-old father of 2. "I prayed for you," the reality star wrote via Instagram on September 27, alongside a video reel of the couple's budding romance. The South Carolina native gushed over her man, who she has been referring to as Suburban Dad for months on social media. Kyle has managed to turn his life around, even making amends with his estranged father after leaving his drug and alcohol-fueled life behind for good. In July, Kyle posted a romantic tribute to his wife, Ashley Nelson, on her birthday, writing in part, "I love you more than words could explain, and I want to thank you for being a part of my life and showing me how great life can be." The 31-year-old, who shares a great relationship with his daughter Chloe, is reportedly also a great stepfather to Ashley's 2 children from a previous relationship. There's also a lot of speculation about Chloe's living situation in the likely event that both Todd and Julie go to prison. The older Chrisley children will probably step up to take care of his daughter Chloe, or maybe Kyle will step up and take the responsibility himself. Chase rekindled romance with girlfriend Emmy Metters this April after briefly splitting up last year, and it barely took long for their young reality star to seize the moment and get down on one knee, uploading a series of swoon-worthy romantic photos from this special day, including a close-up of his bride-to-be's gorgeous 3.5-carat oval diamond engagement ring. The 26-year-old wrote, "I am the luckiest man in the world. Being able to call you mine forever is a blessing, straight from God." Further adding, "I love you more than life itself, and can't wait to live forever with you. To my love, thank you for taking me forever." Chase reportedly popped the question on October 5 at First Horizon Baseball Stadium in Tennessee. The USA Network star pulled out all the stops for the proposal, including having 175,000 rose petals decorated in the shape of a heart on the field. Both Chase and his fiancée's families were also present at the venue to witness the magical moment. The excitement for the newly engaged couple's wedding is building up, and we simply can't wait to witness it. Viewers were taken aback when Todd revealed that he and Savannah, too, had experienced some estrangement in the past. Despite any past issues, the latter has vowed to stand by her family and fight for justice amid their ongoing legal troubles. Savannah was also in the spotlight for her rumored relationship with Matt Stell. She clarified, saying though the pair did give dating a shot, it didn't transpire and they are better off as friends. The 25-year-old first met the country music star when she starred in his Prayed For You music video back in 2018, alongside her ex-fiancé, Nick Curdiles. On the professional front, she and her brother Chase are back with their shenanigans, and ready to tackle all kinds of challenges on Season 4 of Growing Up Chrisley, which premiered in September.
There's a video, and if you want us to cut it out after I play this, we'll cut it out.
Okay.
Because this just goes to us. But
Okay.
if not, then people can see it as part of our stuff on YouTube.
Okay.
But this is a video that I go back so often and watch when I feel like I'm losing hope, because it gives me so much.
Grayson has been going through a tough time. He's struggling to stay positive amid his family's legal battles. The youngest Chrisley sibling is keeping himself occupied by working out in the gym and playing golf. In May, Grayson's parents commemorated his 16th birthday on the first day of their federal trial. The proud parents shared tributes to their son on Instagram, with Todd writing, "This day 16 years ago was one of the greatest days of our lives." Grayson was allegedly dating his high school prom date, Mary Elizabeth Fox, who often shared loved-up videos about the pair on TikTok. Though Grayson himself never confirmed their romance, it seems over now, as Mary has wiped off the youngest Chrisley son from her TikTok, except for one video where the star has a blink and miss appearance. But surprisingly, he is still addressed as her boyfriend there. That's it for today. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and click the bell to make sure you stay up to date with celebrity gossip and the latest showbiz news.